Hello, my dear students. I hope you all are good and safe at your homes. Today, we are going to study a new chapter, that is chapter number 3, a present for grandfather. So, those are having your English stamp to book. Please take out your book. Okay. Did you get the page number? Did you get the chapter? Very nice. What is the name of the chapter? A present for grandfather. Grandfather means dadaji. So in this chapter we will study about a grandson and a grandfather. What the rule of a grandfather? Usually we listen many stories from our grandfather and grandmothers. Yes or no? हम बहुत सारे स्टोरी अपने ग्रैंडफादर और ग्रैंडमदर के से सीखते हैं, लिसन करते हैं. Yes or no? Now we will study here about the boy. The name was Bakri. Okay, so let's study here. Before going to start, you can see this image. Here is the woman and here is a old man. We can guess that the she is the grandmother and he is the grandfather, and this girl is a grandchild. Okay, so let's study. In a small village, hidden far away in the mountains, lived a young boy named Bakri. He loved his little village very much. It was quiet and peaceful. At dawn, the villagers wake up to a powerful voice echoing from the neighborhood Moscow. It was the voice of Bakri's grandfather calling everyone to morning prayers. Grandfather was very diligent about his duties. He never missed a single morning. This is the story about a small village. And that is far away from mountains, and in that village a boy was living. And the name of the boy was Bakri. So that Bakri, he loved his village too much, and it was quiet because the village was too quite good and peaceful. At dawn means morning time, the villagers wake up. In morning time the villagers wake up with a powerful voice anchoring, and it was coming from the nearby Moscow. Moscow means in Hindi masjid, where Muslim people prayers. So he was calling the villagers for morning prayers, and that his grandfather. And who was he? Now who was Bakri's? He was Bakri's grandfather. वो बैकरीज के ग्रैंडफादर थे. And he, that man grandfather, means he was very diligent means hard working, and he is means very tired. His ड्यूटीज मीन्स बहुत अच्छे से वो करते थे, इतने हार्ड वर्किंग थे. एंड ही नेवर मिस्ड अ सिंगल मॉर्निंग मीन्स सब वो सिंगल मॉर्निंग, एक भी ऐसा मॉर्निंग नहीं थे जो वो भूल जाते थे बेल को एंकरिंग करने के लिए. आफ्टर दैट व्हाट हैपन, लेट्स स्टडी दैट वन मॉर्निंग अ डिफरेंट वॉइस गेव द मॉर्निंग कॉल. यूजुअली विच वॉइस कॉल कमिंग, दैट वॉइस इज नॉट कमिंग one day. What has happened to grandfather? Wondered Bakri. Bakri thought that फिर मेरे grandfather के साथ क्या हुआ है? Why that different voice has come? So I hope he isn't sick. Bakri thought that grandfather sick तो नहीं है. At the Moscow, Bakri looked everywhere for grandfather, but he was nowhere टू बी सीन. बैकरी हर जगह मॉस्को में ग्रैंडफादर को ढूंढा बट उनको नहीं मिला. बैकरी वॉज गेटिंग वेरी वॉरिड. Then one of grandfather's neighbors told him that grandfather had a bad cold and would come back to the Moscow only after a few days. Then means never one neighborhood from grandfather, he told that Bakri, your grandfather had a bad cold, means थोड़ा उसको ठंड लग गए हैं, so he will come again Moscow after few days. Now come to the next page. Okay, here. Thank God, grandfather is all right, thought Bakri. I should visit him, but how can I cheer him up? He wondered. Lucky, luckily for Bakri, it was that time of the year when mangoes monkeys means a type of nut, a type of nut grandfather loved. Bakri was thinking that how I will cheer my grandfather, means हम उसको कैसे खुश कर सकते हैं. So he thought the about monkeys, means a type of nut which grandfather loved, were ripe and ready for gathering. Ripe means पक गए थे वो नाट, और इट वॉज द टाइम फॉर गैदरिंग मीन्स कलेक्ट करने के लिए. आफ्टर ग्रैंडफादर हैड ईटेन द नट्स ही कुड यूज द सेल्स टू कर्व द लवली फिंगर्स रिंग ही वॉज फेमस फॉर. फिर ये नाट खाने के बाद वो क्या करते थे, वो उनको सेल्स को जो उनके छिलके सिर रहते थे उनको कलेक्ट करके वो क्या बनाते थे, फिंगर रिंग्स बनाते थे. एंड इट ही वाज फेमस फॉर दैट. इट वुड बी इजी टू सेल दैम फॉर 50 रुपीज ईच. और एक के लिए वो कितनी रुपीज उनको मानते थे ना, 50 रुपीज. द मैंकेज आर द परफेक्ट गिफ्ट फॉर ग्रैंडफादर, Bakri thought excitedly as he made his way to Nut Hill where the finest mankage grew. So that where the finest means that mankage were there, Bakri went to there. After what happened, you can see here, there had been a strong wind the night before and the ground was covered with nuts. Singing merrily to himself, Bakri began gathering them. Just as Bakri finished picking up the last few nuts, he heard some voices. Bakri before going to go there, that where nuts were grew, so means at last night it was what is that, a strong wind came, okay, and all the nuts fallen down into the ground. So he thought that now I will gather all the nuts, okay, and he collected also, but just finished the gathering few nuts, he heard some voices. What is that? Now a noisy group was coming up the hill. It must be the other boys from the village. Oh no, if they find out that I have gathering all the nuts and left them nothing, they will be furious. Furious means means फ्यूरियस मीन्स क्रोध होना, वायलेंट हो जाना. बैकरी ने जैसे एक नॉइजी वॉइस को सुना कमिंग फ्रॉम द villages, you can see this image, okay, he is the bakery and he saw some boys were coming nearby the bakery and he thought that मैंने means इन्होंने सब nuts को collect कर लिया and he nothing left for them, so they will obviously they will violent, yes no, वो लोग क्रोध हो जाएंगे. तो फिर बैकरी ने क्या सोचा, now you can see. बैकरी पेनकिल्ट मीन्स बिकम वरीड, वो बहुत चिंतित हो गया. एंड ही क्विकली कावर्ड इन टू अ क्लम्प ऑफ बुश टू हाइड एंड prayed that they would not catch him. Okay, so वो बुश में झाड़ियों में छुप गए एंड प्रे कर लिया कि ओ गॉड मेरे को पकड़ ना ले, ओ गॉड मेरे को पकड़ ना ले. ओके, देन सी हियर, 5 boys came running up the hill and stopped abruptly When they saw the empty ground, means five of boys, they came to running Hilda, and when they saw that empty ground, means nothing nuts are left over here, so they shouted, and we have come too late, means वो लोग सोचा कि हम लोग लेट आ गए. One of them cried in disappointed, means हताश होके वो एक cried किया, बहुत जोर से चिल्लाया. Now come to the next. Dear students, I hope that up to now you have understood about bakery and the nuts. Now in next page we will study in our next video. So thank you very much.